Hey class, let's do our adult bar or our Friday advanced ballet bar, depending on what level you take and what day of the week. It's pretty much the same bar. There are a few minor differences, and I'm not going to really go into that. We haven't learned a few exercises yet that are on this playlist. So just know, if we haven't done it in class, there's a couple more that I want to have my eyeballs on before I even try to have you do. But there's a couple that may be new and maybe a little scary. Try your best, work hard. There's a lot of other great content out there from really great YouTube channels that cover how to do them. I will get into that more when I have time, but until then, practice your best. We're going to go through pliés, slow tendus, fast tendus, battement glissé and battement jeté, a pas de cheval combination, and then also some battement fendu développé with coupé, some rond de jambe à terre, a frappé combination, petit battement, grand battement, and then a développé and then a stretch. All right, now we're ready and set for pliés. Arms first, 2 seconds. Demi-plié, stretch, 2, 3, 4, grand, 5, 6, 7, 8. Port de bras forward, don't go backwards. All the way up, cambrai, back head to the side. Recover, out to second. Towards the bar. Reverse, 3, 4, away, 5, 6, 7, and to third or fifth. Circular port de bras. This one's pretty standard, so I'm not really breaking it down. But here we go, second side. from here, everything that our fondus is going to wrap around. So expect to have some sort of assemble en demi-pointe or a plie releve demi-détourné at any point to get, well, not at any point. It's always going to follow, you know, coming back around, and then on that 5, 6, 7, 8, or 7 and 8 turn around. Sometimes it's 5, 6, 7, 8. Sometimes it's just 7 and 8. Because y'all getting good enough to do that. Okay, so slow tendus. I'm going to recommend doing this from first. You can choose to go from third or fifth. My suggestion is not to. So en croix, we have 1 to divide about my tendu in 4 counts, 2, 3 close plie 4, 5 close plie 6, 7 straight leg. Repeat en croix. So after that last plie 6, 7 assemble en demi-pointe, and put it to first. Repeat second side. First position for most of my dancers is going to give you better feel and control and awareness of your turnout muscles and where that comes from, especially closing into that plie. If your bottom comes behind you, you're not getting the work that you need in this exercise. So be very mindful if you have a person who can watch you, or if you can set up a camera. Like I have my laptop set up right now, so it's like my little mirror. So just making sure I don't have any like gross errors going on technically, because boy, we just get so used to that, don't we? Okay, so here we go, rolling it around. Alright, here we go for our fast tendus with alternating leg closures. I'm going to break this one down facing the camera because I'm afraid if I go sideways, I'll do the front and the back sideways, but for the side I'm going to face the camera because you will probably miss something. So everybody has the hardest time with the side anyway. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, that stays exactly the same. The pattern starts alternating on 5. 5 always starts where you started with first, okay? So we have 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Start to alternate on 5, but go where you started first. 5, and then inside leg, outside leg, inside leg. It always goes outside, inside, outside, inside. Now derriere. Back and 2, and 3, and 4. Outside leg, inside leg, outside leg, inside leg. Okay? Always that 5, 6, 7, 8, outside, inside, outside, inside. Okay? So far so good? Now all this cone, we've got 2 sets to do, okay? Because we did front then back. So we're going to go side then side with a little alternating section between the regular sides, okay? If that makes sense. It's like a little Oreo of alternation. It's like a cookie cream cookie setup, kind of. Okay, so we have side close front, back, that's 2, front 3, back 4, first close where you were, first where you're going. Maybe it is better sideways, but then we go derriere. We start where we started, so 4 normal, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, alternate on starting on 5, close first, close where you were, close first, close, and don't even close, just out, assemble on demi-point, around, straight, out. That's the fastest thing in this entire thing, is getting around, bringing it around. Make sure when you assemble to demi-point, you pull this in and you make sure that your leg is underneath you and not behind you, or you are going to have a really hard time getting around. Just saying, that's really fast. And so when you transfer your weight, putting everything onto that front foot and rotating around, make sure that you are well placed on it and that you haven't lost your turnout and that you're not sinking on your hip. As soon as you do that and you start trying to push that next leg out to go second side, I mean, it's kind of game over. If you don't stay aligned when you turn around fast, you will struggle the rest of the exercise. And I know this from personal experience. I'm not just saying this because I'm some high and mighty dance teacher. It's because anytime I cut a corner, that's what happens to me too. That's the nice thing about dance, is that it's not a level playing field, because some people are just naturally really awesome. Some people have to work a lot harder at it, but that's because they love it so much, and that's awesome. But you get in, you get out what you put in. I keep saying you get in what you put out, but you know what I mean. Like, you get out of it what you put in. If you come to the table with a lot of ability and you put a lot of ability in, hey, you come to the table with not a lot of natural ability, hard work is eventually going to pay off. It doesn't matter. And that, in this world, if we can control nothing else, it's so nice that we can control what we can develop in ourselves through hard work. So I'm thankful for that. So here we go. Let's tendu. Alright, only battement jetés to à la seconde. Think of the leg driving the jeté. When you do your battement glissés, remember that's a foot driven thing. Barely off the floor, focuses on the in. Think of your glissade, okay? 5, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3 glissés. Devant. À la seconde, side back, side front, back, front, back, 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 back. Battement jeté à la seconde, closing front. Battement jeté à la seconde, closing back. Derrière. Going back, en dedans. Ça, glissé in, do, à la seconde derrière, devant, do. Or no, yeah, devant, derrière, do. Front, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Second side. Do. This is a fast one for the feet. Use your feet well. This is all for Allegro. All of our bar stuff that we're working towards is really all for Allegro, guys. You've got this. You're doing such a great job. Keep it up, especially to the back, though. Don't let your knees stay soft, okay? Really, yes, the whole leg has to go out, but if the lower to the floor it is, the easier it is to do that, okay, at that speed. So here we go. pas de cheval combination, I kind of took the beginning part from Central Pennsylvania Youth Ballet. I'm a big fan of their stuff, so if you're bored, you've got other videos to watch that I put out. You can't cover up awkward in videos easy without wasting so much time. It's so weird. Anyway, but if you're looking for something that I haven't put out that I recommend to my students, I would really say look up Central Pennsylvania Youth Ballet. They've got a lot of great short, small videos and how they teach. And even though they're not a Royal Academy school, their methodology is still brilliant and very technically sound. So thumbs up on that. And then also Eric Conrad, Ballet Conrad, check his stuff out. He has all these clips of working with Misty Copeland and helping her improve this past season as well. So those are two people I highly recommend that are kind of off the beaten path. Everybody knows about Catherine Morgan and Claudia Dean, and they're super, but there's a lot of other super great stuff out there as well, and those are two of my other favorites. All right, so pas de cheval, step of the horse, okay? That's what that means. It's like, it peels, it's like a petite développé that presses out either en l'air or à terre and then melts through the foot and closes back to a position. We are doing this as a prep where we're peeling to sur le coup de pied, extending, melting through the foot. CYPB prefers their students wrap. My students, you've been having a hard time getting this mainly because we are not flexible right here on this part of our ankle yet. That's part of what we do with our band exercises, is to develop that. But so work on wrapping. It's harder, but if you don't have that strength yet, it's more important that you focus on just not sickling first, okay? Because you can't wrap till you don't sickle. So out, melt through the floor, and close. Up, all to cone. Now this is another thing that I'm taking from Central Pennsylvania Youth Ballet that I love. You will really feel your turnout muscles activate if you're doing this well and lifted on your supporting leg. Close to first, slice back. Find that third from first. Makes you work your closure way nicer. Peel, extend. We're just going to keep our arm in second, sorry. Lower through the foot. We are going to have a retire passe, devant, retire passe, derrière. Then we repeat en dedans. Now, if any of you feels like you want the challenge and stability, demi-point, demi-point. No releve, those are going to come in the grand battements. All right, so here we go. Oh, and then after the retires is when we change sides. 1, 2, close through the foot. Up, out, find first, then slice. Fondue développé with the coupe. So we're going to have a breathe to demi-second during the introduction. We are going to fondue devant and peel to sur le coup de pied. And arm is going to open to simple port de bras, extend to a fondue développé. Try to not think about making this a high développé. It's really just extending, and I want you to remember your fondue has to arrive at the same time. So your supporting leg and your working leg should get straight together. It shouldn't be like one then the other. It has to, like the melty cheese on the pizza, like I've talked about that before with you guys. So everything's happening and then it's all stretched out and then it goes back the same, like just watching it in instant replay. Stretch, No. It has to be together. So with the coupe, this is a new thing for most of us. Some of us have done this before. But for those of you that this is new for, hey, cool. So a coupe, as we know, is not a position, right? A coupe is an action. We can have a coupe that goes to sur le coup de pied, but we don't have to. We can coupe in any way. Really, a coupe is a fast transfer of weight that cuts. That's all coupe means, is to cut. And any of the people who speak French will tell you that I am not crazy about that. I may not say all the words properly in real French. I grew up in the desert, far away from France. I'm trying. But anyway, you catch my drift. But anyway, so we are going to plie fondue. And so as we développe and extend, this is the coupe as it comes in. We are going to pull in like assemble en demi-pointe, transferring our weight from our working leg. It is now becoming our supporting leg. So from this demi-pointe, melt through that supporting leg and this back foot. So I'm here, it's still going to peel through those metatarsals. I'm not just going chunk. I'm pushing through, like reaching my toes. I'm in a hamster ball, my toes are in their own hamster ball, and my toes are reaching for the end of their hamster ball. I don't even know how much more ridiculous I can make this, you guys. But yeah, so we have our fondue développé du vent, coupe, over, fondue développé derrière. Now this knee, oh ladies, do not let it drop. Straight out from where it is, open. It does not have to be high off the ground. Coupe under, fondue développé, close, lower to the back. Repeat en dedans. Fondue développé derrière, coupe under, fondue développé, coupe over, fondue développé, lower and close. That's it. We're going to do both sides. Not too bad. Second side. Rond de jambes. Let's go through this combination real quick. So we're going to begin in first position, and we are going to arm first and to second. Then we dégagé derrière. We are going to have one rond de jambe en dehors with simple port de bras in plie, 1, 2, 6 in one count, or sorry, 4 in one count, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now one double. That's 2 times around in one count, but this music is extremely slow. You can do it. Rush through 8. Reverse port de bras 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, double 7, stay 8. 2 counts forward. 1, 2, up 3, 4, back 5, 6, 7, 8. To the bar, recover back, tongue to fourth, knees out, find that arabesque line, Rotation, rond de jambe, prepare. 1 and a 2, through 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7, brush 8. So here's the port de bras section. So same thing, second side. We're in the front. 2 counts forward. 1, 2, up 3, 4, back 5, 6, 7, 8. Up and over to the bar. Recover. Tanli-e, find your arabesque. Rotation. To finish, you do not have to rond de jambe. Just close. All right, here we go with music. Minus my little whoops. I was thinking about my placement. But you know what? That's good. Let's talk about frappes for just a second. Frappes are that awkward thing at the bar that most people hate. Why do we hate them? I know why I hated them for years. I have a theory on this. I have a feeling like you love them inherently if you're a natural born jumper. If you are not a natural born jumper, you hate frappes and you don't know why. Because frappes are really to help improve your jumps. And they don't make sense to adage people. I'm an adage person. I want to love to jump. It hurts my body. It's never felt good. Like, I do it because I have to. And it's kind of fun, but it's not my favorite. I'd much rather hold my leg out there. But that's just me. But anyway, frappes, when you think about the strike and that floor pressure, I was just joking a little bit ago about having your toes in another hamster ball, but kind of like legit, it's like a little roller skate at the end of your hamster ball, for real. Because if you are striking the floor, all 5 toes should hit in every direction except for maybe derriere. Your pinky toe might not touch every time. Try to aim for it, but if it starts feeling like you're doing this and sickling, don't. But I don't want you just just doing this, no big toe Olympics, right? So just to review our frappe placement, from the inside of the ankle bone, we're not crossing here. We are just here. These are new to some of you, so I want to make sure that you're remembering we're not going from here, and we're not our legs not playing a bagpipe, and we, you know, it's sharp. Think about like your jeté ordinaire. If you are jeté ordinaire here, your foot's up here. It has to brush through the floor. Same as that type of strike in a frappe. So from there, we're going to have our introduction, dégagé, place to fondue preparation. We have 1, 2, now in fondue, 1, 2, 3. Stretch, side. This is an odd number, so to the back. Now when our knee is bending, our leg, we're going to talk about this a little bit more in the next exercise for petit battement, but frappes and petit battement are like weird cousins. Nothing moves in this part of my body. There's no forward motion of my knee or hip. Everything here is held firmly in place because I'm using my muscles to support my body instead of sinking into my bones. Once you start sinking into your bones, you will not be able to do this neatly. It's just not humanly possible. So here we are, we have, nothing is moving. So it's just like a little développé devant. My knee and hips stay in the same direction along with my toe. Then side, front, back, side, front, 1, 2, 3. Hold to the back, back, and 1, 2, 3. Now here we have a double. We've not talked about these a ton in class, but a double is just like we are passing here. I'm not moving my knee in. My knee stays, my hip and my leg stay exactly the same place. I'm just swinging it. It's kind of like a door that doesn't want to latch closed properly. Anybody ever have one of those where it kind of passes the middle? If it's like in a floating door, kind of like, I don't know, just like imagine like you have a door that can't quite line up, or like a bathroom, like you know the bathroom doors and they don't line up. That's exactly right. So it's swinging like a bathroom door on a little hanger that don't close all the way. There you go. So we have back, front, brush, out, hold. Now back to the frappe position, front, back, brush, hold. Back to frappe position. We are going to go en croix, en dehors. Derrière, 2, 1, 2, 3. Side, front, back, do, front, 2, 1, 2, 3. Double back, hold, double front, in, around, just up to go second side. It's a little fast. The worst that can happen is you try it home and it goes very poorly, right? You're not filming yourself. If I film it and I go poorly, I could undo it, but that's a lot of work. I've already undone a lot, just even in this class, haha. So we are going to try this one. This is one we've not done in our class. I think only once. you for us to do the fondue on second side too with me? Yay, high five! So just a second ago, we were talking about keeping your knee and your hips still for the frappe position on that double especially. So petit battement is going to be that same type of swing. So for those of you who have seen, like Miss Chrissy did it in the snow, Waltz of the Snowflakes as the Snow Queen lead, and then in Sugar Plum had petit battement as well. It's very commonly done in a lot of things. It's like fast feet, but the thing is, it's not from your feet. Newsflash, almost everything in dance, even though the focus is so much on feet, and yes, we have to have strong feet to be able to hold your body on them, like legit. But think of it like this, guys. Your foot's just holding still. What part of your body is actually moving it? So hold your leg here for a second. Just find sur le coup de pied devant, okay? Now, put your hand right here, like grab your hip. It cannot move. You should be able to feel it kind of like flex. Now let it swing just like the bathroom door thing we were talking about, like in a public bathroom that doesn't kind of want to line up. It's one of those. Now it stays the same. So if I'm sideways, there's a little bit of a difference, like because of where I'm intending for my foot to go. You have to make your brain tell your leg where to put your foot. So if you're just trying and just going, ah, this is going to start happening. You can't help that. You have to very, very clearly think things like front, back, and so we're going to build this exercise exactly that way. So we're going to have our introduction, and we're going to peel. These can be done from a wrapped position. We are not starting there though. So we start in the front. Actually, no, so we're going to dégagé and bring it in. So we start in the front. We're going to go back, front, back, front, back, front, back, front, back. So we have an 8 count of that. Now we're going to go front, back, hold, front, back, hold, front, back, out to the back, front, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, hold 2, and 3, hold 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1, hold 2, and 3, hold 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and 1, hold 2. Sorry, I'm going to the frappes. But so you get the drift of it. So we're going to try the music and see how it goes. I apologize for my awkwardness. I have to be honest, filming these classes is weird. I'm so used to interacting with you guys in real life. And it's weird. It's just weird. But it's not bad weird, it's just different. Different's not bad, it's just different. Okay, so here we go. Front, back, front, back. The legs stay still. And hold. almost looks like I'm doing like a little kick, but I'm not. It's a swing. So, and I'm so used to doing them so much faster, so please forgive me for maybe not articulating as well as I should. But it's a gentle swing, and sometimes it looks sharper when you're thinking it's going to be fast. I keep thinking I need to go twice as fast, and so I'm like sharp with my foot. It's a gentle swing, just kind of like if you tap that bathroom door, it doesn't take a lot of momentum. It's just like, oh yeah. And you have to have your friend hold the stall door, and somebody's in there. If you've never experienced that once in your life, someday you're going to be like, oh, that's that moment. But petit battement and frappe, that's the same thing. Like, everything's in line up here. Your foot and line aren't going. All that's happening is it's like you're in a retire devant, you're in a retire derriere. It's otherwise the same type of placement. You're just swinging to get there. That's it. It seems like it should be so much more complicated and way more technical. It's not that hard. It just, we make it hard. We go and we complicate. So anyway, with that, I do believe it's time for grand battement. We're going to grand battement before we do our adage. So that way we can really throw our legs and get warmed up a little bit more. The Russian schools do that. The RID likes to do adage before grand battements. There's a lot of different approaches to ballet. There's like, it started with one, it turned into 3 main world schools, and now we've kind of got 5 big differences in modern dance world. So there's so much that unites us, and those little differences actually are kind of fun to know about for me. So anyway, we are going to grand battement. So we're going to have our first to second en croix, 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and getting harder. 1 and 2, sorry, straight leg. 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8 and side close back, side close front. 5, 6, 7 and 8 and passe derrière, passe devant, plie, 1/2 turn. Whoops. Don't lean forward like I just did. Secure yourself. I would have had a really nice balance. Passe derrière, arm to second. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6 and 7. Plie, close to plie, releve passe, whichever direction your foot has to go to get to the next side. Back, 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 up, side. For our grand battement, we are going to combine some releve passe derrière and devant, and a 1/2 pirouette away from the bar to change sides. So we have 5 grand battements for our combination. We are going to start with an introduction first to second. Some people like to take their arms first to fifth for devant and go all seconde and arabesque line for their grand battement. There's nothing wrong with that. Play around with it. I typically just keep it in second because I want you to focus on your legs, and the more advanced you get, the more flowery stuff I give you. That's typically how dance works. Hey, hey. So we have 2 and 2 counts, 3, and then there will be with a stretched foot, I'm just marking. Then 5 and 6 and 7, close plie, releve, passe, derrière. Straight from this plie, brush out and close, brush out and close. 5 and 6 and 7, plie, 8 and hit. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7, plie, passe, releve, hold, plie, releve, hold, plie, 1/2 turn, passe, ready for second side. All right, here we go. second side. Here we go. Oh yeah, I did because it's on the playlist twice. Sometimes, you guys. Close plie, passe. Two more things at bar. That's it, just two. Just talking through this to mark through it, then we'll do it with the music. So breathe. We're going to have petit or retire passe derrière, retire passe devant, head to the front foot. Simple port de bras, développé devant. Retire passe derrière, retire passe droite. 1, 2. Lower, close in back. Heel derrière, développé, lower, close. Here's our little spot here. Heel, attitude, derrière, promenade to the bar. Promenade to second side, extend to arabesque, and close. I know I could have just described it, but I think that one is just so long. And so many things are happening, it's just easier to do it. Most of you have done that at least once. Remember, the most important thing for that promenade is pushing your heel forward. Push the heel forward around so you maintain turnout on that supporting leg. Secondly, don't let when you're in this arabesque, or this attitude, I'm so sorry, lifted tall here, not pulled back. Once you start pulling back, you're not even on your, now your ribs have to go out to counterbalance that, but your hip has to stay in the same alignment too. Yeah, it can't go in. Well, I mean, it can. It's just not what you want it to be. Okay, here we go. Second side. that'll be it for this little video, and I'll do some more center stuff later. But you guys have a great rest of your time dancing today, and thanks for making me a part of it. Bye.